A look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Sanderson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first and 10, Sanderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. At the 17-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. And that is taken in by Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On first and goal, Washington. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Now a give right side. Cleveland. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing on 1st down. Sanderson. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Obviously. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On
first down. Sanderson, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll roll him. Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going for the deep ball. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 76 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Sanderson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sanderson. The completion to Riddick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Fighting through it, he's got space. And all the way down to the
42. A big gain that time for the Chargers. These two teams all tied after one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Washington now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw. Sanderson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Cleveland. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
20, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st down, Cleveland, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert off of play action. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, L.A. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To gain 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sanderson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st down, Panthers.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, Sanderson. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
1st down, Carolina.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard line.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Charger drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Cleveland, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check back 30. Smash.
On first down, Cleveland. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and
Play action. It's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Madubuike. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The 7-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sanderson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Sanderson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35.
1st down.
Operating from the gun.
Sanderson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
On the move to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Throwing on 1st down. Sanderson firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Herbert. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down.
Herbert. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Herbert. Washington's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well,
touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
56. Chargers 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Herbert on first down now. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Sanderson. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Sanderson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard gain on the play. And
On first and 10, Sanderson. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
29 yards. First down, Panthers.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 8-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Sanderson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
St. Gonzalez up for the field goal. 25-yard attempt.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
2nd down at 7.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Looking to throw. Herbert on target over the middle to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sanderson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Herbert now.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice, Nick.
And this will be caught.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it up.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2.